Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So today we are back with another pick a card reading, and we're simply asking Spirit, what do you need to know right now? So any information that is about your immediate future will be received and delivered today. So we have 3 piles with 3 crystals. The first pile with the first message, we have the Stars card. That's paired with the Howlite. Pile number 2 with message number 2, we have Clover. And that is paired with the Malachite. And finally, pile number 3 with message number 3, we have the Book. And that is paired with the Rhodonite. So take a deep breath, connect into the pile that calls you the strongest, and when you are ready, you can go to the timestamps in the description box below to find your reading, and I will see you over there. Welcome, group number 1. Today we are asking Spirit, what do you need to know right now? What are the most important messages that you need to hear right now? That is what we are asking. So I've pulled 3 cards from the Lenormand deck. So they are going to be read together as opposed to tuning into just the significator card, okay? So we start with the Stars. That was paired with the Howlite. So should the Howlite come up during the reading, of course, I will call upon that information. Following the Stars, we have the Bouquet and Whips. Okay. Spirit, please tune me into group number 1. What do they need to know right now? Okay. So I'm hearing the word expectation. And my guides are asking this group to understand that your expectations of what you desire can be coloring what you're actually receiving. So sometimes you may go into states of optimism where you imagine or foresee something positive coming into your life, denoted by the Stars card. But what will happen is sometimes you will get it with the Bouquet, sometimes you won't with the Whips. What I'm being shown here is to be very mindful of what you expect. Because if you just expect Whips, you won't recognize the Bouquet. You won't recognize the gifts. If you only expect the goodness and something challenging comes in, you might feel sideswiped, I'm hearing. I'm also hearing whiplash. So I guess the Stars card is kind of the significator card here, because there's guidance for this group to just maintain openness. An optimistic outlook, but tempered with just neutrality, with openness. Now there's another message coming in here. This is about relationships, where some of you have been feeling excited or optimistic about some kind of relationship coming in. But my guides are showing me that you might still feel anger or disappointment about a previous relationship, and that needs to be cleared for this new one to come in. They're giving me very compartmentalized messages here. They're giving me a third message here with the stars card indicating naivete, that you can have a kind of blind optimism when it comes to relationships. And this doesn't just have to be love. It can be any kind of relationships. And if you kind of just look for what is good in the person, if you're somebody who can actually see people's potentials above what they just show you in the third dimension or what they just show you immediately, you might miss the signs that indicate that something is off. What do you want me to tell them then about this? Okay, so the guidance for that particular piece is to take a moment to assess. So when you meet somebody new or you're dating, take a moment to, I'm hearing, use the evidence. So whatever shows up in front of you, use that evidence to inform how you assess that person or the potential for that relationship. Because you might be somebody who generally sees the good in people and you miss the red flags with the whips here. Yes, they're giving me a yes. And they're just making it clear that this is not a criticism. This is more of a refinement of a beautiful gift that you have of openness and optimism. It just needs to be refined a little bit so that I'm hearing your emotional intelligence gets sharper. Okay. There's a fourth message here. There's an idea with the stars here that you would like to have more optimism, more wish fulfillment more optimism about your future and more desire for your wishes to be fulfilled. And yet they're saying that the way you go about your world might be slightly avoidant. I'm hearing rose-colored glasses here with the bouquet. And you might be denying some of your more challenging feelings because they're too difficult to deal with, okay? So there's something about giving some space to your emotional sphere, I'm hearing, your emotional self, to become, it's a very subtle awareness around, I'm hearing edginess, irritability, okay, that's just bubbling under the surface. That needs to be released. It needs to be acknowledged and released. That's it. So those are the 4 primary messages from these cards. I'm just going to see if we can get anything more with the tarot. Astro. Okay, so I took out 2 decks and they're telling me to use the Astro Matrix. Interesting. I don't think I've ever read cards. I'm hearing the word staccato, so very dot, 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 like that. Interesting, okay? Let me know if any of those resonate for you guys. My guides have been telling me that my readings are going to evolve, so here we go. What does my group number 1s need to know right now? They're showing me 3s, so we're going to get 3s. Okay, Empress. I just heard the word gluttony. It's an interesting word that just came up there. What about the Empress? Okay, both of them, yeah. Knight of Pentacles and Ooh, the High Priestess. Okay, walk me through these cards, please. The Empress, the Knight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Yeah. They're saying that you've been overindulging in something. It could be food. It could be, I just heard money. You might be spending a little too much. And they want you to slow down a little bit and use your intuition about what you need to spend on, what you don't. What does your body want in terms of food, what it doesn't. Interestingly, the High Priestess is holding a pomegranate here, which is a powerful antioxidant. So you might be eating inflammatory foods. Yeah, because the High Priestess is even reading as very cooling to me here. Okay. So yeah, there's something about overindulgence here that they want you to be aware of right now. They want you to slow that down and look before you leap kind of energy here. Take a breath. It's mostly money and food I'm seeing here. Your spending habits and your eating habits. Okay, they're also giving me another message about products that you're using. Yeah. They're showing me makeup first. So there's guidance to this group to become aware of the products that you put on your skin, creams, gels. They're highlighting makeup. And I'm hearing less is more for somebody. This is about security. Okay. Putting too much weight on how you look and not enough weight on what your soul brings to the table. Interesting message. They're also showing me eczema. Somebody is using products that are not healthy for the skin. Okay, because they're starting to show me my cabinet and all of my cruelty-free and preservative-free, all this makeup products and so forth. Okay. They're also showing me castor oil on the belly or on the belly button to reduce bloating for someone. Again, that goes back to food. So, yeah, some kind of detoxification is important. Yeah, that's it. Very unusual type of reading today, but this is how they're showing it to me. Okay, so we're going to get 3 more on this side. What is the second message for they want me to shuffle, okay? Oh, it's upside down. What else do you want? Opening up to the King of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Wow. What else do you want my group number 2s to know right now? Please show me very clearly. What do you want my group number? I'm sorry, my group number 1s. I always say the wrong group number. Sorry, you guys. My spirit guides know who I'm talking to. My group number. Okay, so they're actually tuning me into the Howlite now with regards to this second message here. And they keep saying the number 3 might be important. I reckon I'll get 3 messages for all 3 groups, but I keep seeing the number 3 in my mind. I'm not really sure why. Oh, we have the Empress with a 3. Did I mention the number 3 before she came out? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But the number 3 seems to be very important for some reason for this group. Howlite is a very, very calming stone. And it's a good meditative stone and can be used in helping you become more mindful with regards to this second message here. Yeah. Okay, cool. My spirit guides, what is the third message for my group number 1? So we have the Tower. Wow, they just came out together. In what order? King of Wands and the 6 of Swords. Okay, that's a little interesting, you guys, because I opened up to the King of Cups and the 9 of Cups, which would generally look at relationships. So, for someone here, something's going down in a relationship that you're in. Yeah, it harkens back a little bit. I don't know why I just used that terminology, but it goes back to that original message in one of the fours in the Lenormand here about not seeing someone for what they are, looking at just their potential and not what's right beneath the surface. So I don't always read, some people sort of yell at me and other tarot readers in the comments about the King of Wands being horrible and nasty and a narcissist. That's not the way that I read tarot. That's not the way I read energy. Energy is not black and white. With all due respect, everyone can have their singular opinions. That's cool. I don't read tarot like that. I don't read in any way intuitively that way. There's no black and white in my book. But I will say in this particular reading, yeah, we've got the narcissist here. So some kind of relationship is, I just heard the all-seeing eye with the Eye of Horus here. There's something that you really do need to see about a relationship with somebody. This doesn't have to be romantic also. And with the Six of Swords, I'm hearing foretelling. So this hasn't happened yet, unless it's happening right now. I just heard the words wake up, okay? Keep your eyes open. Something's about to come crashing down, and it's not going to happen to you. It's going to happen for you. And so even when a tarot reading is predictive, it is not meant to incite fear. So if it does for you, this reading is not for you, this piece, okay? You'll know it when I say this to you, that you're in a relationship with somebody, a person who, I'm hearing a wolf in sheep's clothing. And you want to leave them before they leave you. This is how I'm hearing it. It's a pretty harsh message. But this is for somebody they're showing me the Nine of Swords, somebody who's up at night thinking about this person. Should I leave this friendship? Should I leave this relationship? Should I try to work it out? This is your answer. Right here, this is your answer. The Tower indicates to me very much, I'm an empath and I've been with narcissists in my life. Thankfully, that's over now. But there's this idea with the Tower that the Tower keeps showing up. And I heard, when I saw the Tower, I heard lightning strikes more than once for this group. Meaning you've had things crumble down in this relationship a number of times, meaning the red flags have shown up a number of times and you've ignored them. So I just heard the final straw. So they're asking you, please reconsider your worth here. Reconsider your worth. Your beautiful optimism and openness towards people is needing to be tempered right now by realism. And not just by hardness, but by what evidence is showing up in this relationship with this person. And it's time to say goodbye with the Six of Swords. Again, I am not giving you advice about a situation I know nothing about. I am confirming what your intuition is already telling you. Okay? Let me know in the comments down below if this reading resonated, please. If nothing else, you guys, I send you so much love and so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very good care. Welcome, group number 2. Thank you so much for being here. So today we are asking Spirit, what do you need to know right now? Based on group number 1's reading, we may have a few very singular messages that are not as sort of drawn out in a story-like way as my readings normally take shape. So my guides have been telling me that my readings are going to change over time, so it seems like that's starting to happen. Okay. So we're asking Spirit, what do you need to know right now? You chose the clover coupled with the malachite. Now, these are Lenormand cards, so with the clover, I pulled 2 additional cards, okay? And here they are. I want to say that right after I completed group number 1's reading and I started to clear that energy and tune into your energy, I started clearing through my body almost violently. to the point that I thought I was going to start getting hiccups because I was clearing so much. Now, malachite is a very, very powerful stone. I don't even like to hold it so much. It detoxes the body in a very swift way. You have to be a little bit careful with it. So I do wonder if some of you guys are detoxing. I'm hearing the word energies though. So you may be detoxing some negative energy right now. And if it really descended into the physical body, you might actually start detoxing physically. It could be something like vomiting, or it can be something as simple as having a flu. They're showing me sweat on someone's forehead. So some night sweating, things like this. They're also showing me some like shaking. You know that shaking that you get when you get a chill? I get that sometimes when I'm doing a healing for somebody. I'll get sort of, what's it called? Like a very harsh shake a number of times. Okay. They're also giving me guidance to this, to deliver to this group, that if you feel like you just left a nasty conversation or a difficult experience, you could actually just shake your body, and release that energy. Okay. So something like dancing and movement is very helpful for this group. So, I'm going to read these 3 cards together. The clover might be the significator card, but this is the story. It's actually your group that prompted me to pull a 3rd card, because I pulled 2. And then when I got the snake as your 2nd card, I knew I needed a 3rd card for clarity. And we got the fox. Okay. So your spread is the clover, the snake, and the fox. Okay. My spirit guides, please guide me in this reading for group number 2. Okay. Okay, there's a few different messages here. The first thing that's coming up is you guys might have tried to clear. My heart is starting to race. Okay. Okay, so I'm starting to shuckle, which is to sort of move back and forth. Okay. Sometimes people who feel panicked, they start to do this. Children who don't know how to regulate their emotions move back and forth. But my body is now just moving back and forth on its own. Okay. I'm sorry. This is a hard one. Some of you are dealing with negative attachments. Now, again, if this incites fear, it's not for you. Okay. You would know. How would you know? My guides are telling me to explain. You would feel a lot of anxiety in feeling stuck. If you've been shuckling back and forth or feeling like you're on a hamster wheel and it's causing a huge amount of anxiety, this could be the case. If you're getting a lot of nightmares, if you're having a lot of intrusive thoughts, which are thoughts that feel almost violent in nature, feeling like you just can't get out of your head. Because they're showing me the snake as energy coiling you, and the fox as they showed me the 10 of Wands, there's something on your back. And I'm starting to clear through my body. This is happening because your energy, your vibration is starting to rise with the clover. Okay? What do you want them to know about this? Okay, so the first thing they want you to know is you need to, they're showing me the Emperor, you need to find your power again. You guys need to take some active measures to clear this energy. This is just the first message, so if it doesn't resonate with you, just hang on a beat, okay? Your vibration is rising, I'm hearing drastically. And as it does, before you get to the plane where you become a bit invisible to the lower energies, the lower vibrational energies, you might have gotten in the grip of some negative energy. Okay. Don't be afraid. You just need to find your power again. So the first thing I'm seeing is simple grounding, putting your bare feet on the grass. Okay. The clover. The second thing I'm seeing is alkalining your body. Okay. Drinking green juice, consuming a lot of vegetables, green vegetables, chlorophyll, spirulina. Okay. They're showing it to me almost like nutritional yeast or brewer's yeast would be not tasty to a flea that's biting your cat or your dog. Okay. Alkalinity, which is a sort of the antithesis of inflammation, makes you less tasty to negative energy. Actually, I didn't know that, but that's good to know. Third thing I'm seeing is sage. Sage. And then what I was feeling, oh, I see. Okay. So all of that burping and yawning and clearing that I was feeling that was overwhelming to me before I turned over the cards was that you guys are going through a massive purge of negative entities and negative energies right now. Okay. So it's happening, whether you do anything about it or not, it's happening. They're telling me. Again, you don't have to contact me. You don't have to pay anyone for anything. Okay. But you can get help to move it along faster. So you guys might have been feeling really uncomfortable lately. Let me know in the comments down below if you've had any nightmares, and if you don't want me to help by way of like an actual clearing, I can respond to you in the comments. I'm always willing to give my time in the comments. Some of you know. Clover is going to flank this reading. So it's not just the beginning, it's also the end. So it's as if we had two clovers. So, and that's why the number 2 is here. That's what they just tuned me into. So it's the beginning and the end of the story for this group. But you might be really going through the purge of the negative energy right now. Okay. So don't be scared. So they're showing 7 as being half of 14. So it might double. You might have been feeling the energy heighten tremendously before it goes back to a 7 and then into a state of clearing. Make sense? That's how they're showing it to me. Nothing to be afraid of. Let me just, I'll probably make a video about this one day once I extract myself fully. But my dealings with negative energies is probably more pronounced than the hundreds of people that I've cleared in my life so far. I've never met anyone who has dealt with the kind of negative entity attachments that I've had since my very first incarnation, 29 incarnations ago. So I got you. I know what you've been through. And if I can get through it, you can. Okay? This is here to remind you of your power. Now, the clover is also, the third message here, is that you're coming into some kind of good luck. It's not long-term. It's there and then it's gone. So it's like a lotto ticket win. It's that kind of feeling. Not to say you're going to win the lottery. I'm just saying it's kind of like a burst of good luck. And it's going to be great and it's going to impact your life in a positive way, but it's not there to be maintained. Okay? With the snake and the fox, you want to be aware of the people around you. Now, they just want to. Okay, I didn't deliver this message. Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the map because that energy was really intense. Both of these women have red cheeks, so they're validating to me that some of you are purging through heat. That came up in my last video after the purge. So let me know if you guys chose that reading that talked about heat. So some of you are purging through heat, okay? Yeah, which is great. Yeah, so some of you might come into some sudden good luck. This could be a tax return, right? A refund. It could be a lotto ticket. It could be an inheritance. And some eyes are going to be drawn onto you. Some people are going to be drawn to you. Okay? And you want to be aware of them because you have 2 of them here. You've got the snake and you've got the fox. So in this particular Lenormand card, you have this snake going up this woman's body, and she looks innocent enough. But what we learn in Lenormand is not to judge a book by its cover, right? And so this person who appears innocent may not be. It might be a snake in the grass situation. So there's just guidance here to be very mindful about who you share your good news with, because not everyone will be happy for you. Okay. And even if somebody doesn't want to take your money or take your winnings or whatever it is, it might breed jealousy. Okay. And jealousy is a vibration you don't need. Because I'm feeling with this group that you have energies around you that want what you have, represented by the clover here. Okay? So you just want to be aware of that right now, because that seems to be happening right now or is forthcoming. And if it doesn't resonate, that's great. It's not happening for you. Okay? Now, those are the 3 messages from the Lenormand card. Anything else? No. Okay. What else do you want my group number? What else do you, there's the 10 of Wands. Okay. They talked about that. And we've got the Empress card here. So you might come into some kind of abundance, and you may feel burdened in some way by other people's energies, by what that abundance attracts to you. So just be aware, leery of people who come out of the woodwork. They're also saying the Empress is what comes up after the 10 of Wands. So those of you who are detoxing negative energy, again, the clover, that's what they were showing me on this side with the number 2. Your abundance is going to be on the other side of it. True abundance. Okay? So don't be scared. We are in a time of huge purge right now. Okay, for my group number 2s, what else do they need to know right now? My highest and best spirit guides. Whew. What does my group number 2s, what do they need to know, please? What do they need to know right now? I just heard something is not showing itself. 8 of Cups. Something is not showing itself. It's like something is going to materialize. Something that, yeah, I'm not sure you're seeing this. What about the 8 of Cups? Yeah, 5 of Wands. There's some kind of struggle here, you guys. What's the 3rd card, please? Okay. The High Priestess, yeah. You guys are missing something here. High Priestess came up with group number 1, 2. Walk me through these cards, please. This is energy, you guys. I wonder if you guys are highly intuitive or highly gifted. I have the sense that you guys have been trying to leave this nefarious energy for a long time. I think that's why they wanted me to bring up my history with the darkness, so that you guys know you're not alone. And we have 4 of Pentacles on the bottom. It's like you've been trying to safeguard your energy for a long time. This is a much deeper message than I was anticipating. So what is the guidance? Yeah, you've been trying to leave a struggle for a long time. And what's going to get you out of it is your intuition, is your higher knowing. Can you give me a card of guidance here, please? Or can you tell me more about the High Priestess? Just make it clear to me, please. What do they need to know about this energy? Okay, first of all, there's not going to be another message after this one, okay? There's depth to your reading that group number 1 didn't have, okay? What do you want them to know? You're going to be victorious, okay? But you're not going to go down without a fight. meaning this is not something that's just going to go away on its own. So it seems to be springboarding off of the original message. So yeah, you guys have been struggling with some very powerful energy, but you guys are very powerful unto yourselves. This card is speaking to me. Yeah, the death. Awesome. I love that. Something very nefarious is going down. You're getting out of it, but it's not going down without a fight, and you're not going to go down without a fight, and you're not going down at all. But it's fighting you. This thing, the Five of Wands, the snake, the fox. You've been trying to leave it incarnation after incarnation after incarnation. You've been struggling with this nonsense. And it's because you're the High Priestess, which is my favorite card in the deck. So I think I probably would have chosen the Malachite as well. I love Malachite. It's a very powerful stone, I think I mentioned. Okay? So yeah, you guys, listen, this is not a joke. You guys have been struggling with some nefarious energies for a while. And you're going to get out of it. It's going to die. But it's going to feel harsh. Okay? So, yeah. So the High Priestess being squarely in the middle of the reading here is you guys need to remember your own power. You guys are both the High Priestess and I'm hearing the Magicians. You need to remember your skill. You need to remember your tools. How? Let me just sit with this for a moment, you guys. Sorry, I didn't expect this to go so deep. Let me just sit with this for a second. What do you want? How do they find their way? I feel like I need to know this answer too. Just give me 1 second, you guys, okay? They're saying, I just heard, who is that? Who is that by? It's the final countdown. That's it. That's what I just heard. Is that Bon Jovi? I don't remember. Okay. It's one of my mom's favorite songs. It's like you're coming down to the wire, I'm hearing. What do they need to know about leaving this? I'm here. They're showing me the Phoenix, okay? The final rising for this group. The final rising. What do they need to know to extract themselves fully? I'm hearing, do not succumb. Do not succumb. So that chuckling at the beginning, the intrusive thoughts, do not indulge that energy. Let it purge. Let it clear. If you don't respond to it, if you don't indulge it, if you don't try to run away with it or run away from it, it will die. It will die. What else do you want them to know? Anything else? Any other guidance, please? Can you give them any more guidance? Yeah, you don't want to engage it. Okay, they're showing me the Two of Swords. It's like, why are you showing me the Two of Swords? You don't want to even look at it. There's no decision that you have to make. There's no action you need to take. Just let it die. I'm hearing Mother Earth is taking care of it for you. As she purges, you guys will purge. It's good for me to know too. Okay? We've got the Knight of Wands. Your life force energy is returning to you. Your life force energy, I'm hearing return to rightful owner or RRO. Okay, so we could all say in unison, let the life force energy of this collective return to rightful owner. Let the life force energy of this collective, of this divine and sacred light-filled community, return to rightful owner now. Yes. Let's get one more card. We've got the Seven of Cups. What does that mean? Okay, interesting. The Seven of Cups is a very interesting card because you don't know, it's almost like a mirage. You don't know, are these actual cups? Are there good, sorry, my cat is climbing her tree beside me. There's a castle in a cup, a gold cup, but there's also a snake in one of them. So they're saying that when your energy returns to you, you're going to be able to discern. You're going to become highly discerning high priestesses or high priests. Take it as it resonates. You're going to be able to discern what is a sheep and what is a wolf, what is good and what is bad. That's how you know you've gotten out of it. So even though I still have negative attachments, there's a part of me that's still in what I was shown, a labyrinth. Okay. I'm able to distinguish when I get irritable or when I have a flash of anger, I'm able to be like, that's not mine. Return to sender. Okay. So you guys might need to use those tools, RRO and return to sender. So the moment you begin to feel that struggle, that angst, that anguish, return to sender, never to return to me again. I'm getting a huge, huge yes. My right leg is lighting up like a Christmas tree. So you guys, your message for today, for right now, is to remember your power. Remember your divinity. Remember that you are the high priestesses. By the way, that's another 2 card. You have 2 2s here. So what is going to start, meaning at the start, you are divine. At the end of your life, at the end of your incarnation, at the end of all of this, when your soul returns to wherever it goes, to spirit, to source, or to your own spirit, yes, or to source, you are divine. You are flanked by goodness, by divinity. So anything that happens in the middle is nonsense. Nothing that you need to be concerned about. But when a negative, intrusive thought or feeling flashes across the screen of your mind or passes through your body, return to sender. Sage, ground, salt baths. Not from fear, from power. This is the message that needed to come through for you guys today. Okay? Let me know how that resonated for you guys. If you stayed for the reading, I really do appreciate that. I know I had to maneuver a little bit in this reading, but I appreciate it if you stayed. Let me know in the comments down below if this resonated. If nothing else, I send you guys so much love and so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very good care. Welcome, group number 3. Thank you so much for being here. We just had very interesting readings 1 and 2. I don't think I've ever seen such distinct different readings in my community, but very interesting indeed. So let's see what comes up for you guys. Today, we are asking Spirit what you need to know right now. Okay? Immediate future. Okay? So these are Lenormand cards. I don't read Lenormand cards generally on their own. Maybe I will in the future. Don't hold me to that. But generally, I read them in a group of 2 or 3 because they really inform one another. So you chose the book, card number 26, with the beautiful rhodonite. Okay, rhodonite is a heart chakra stone, resonates with forgiveness and compassion. Okay, amongst many other things, but that's just what's coming to mind right now. Okay, right when I said that, I got some clearing through my body. So maybe an element of compassion and forgiveness is required for you guys right now, or maybe is coming towards you, I'm hearing. You might get a call from somebody. I'm hearing from your childhood who might ask for forgiveness. I'm hearing, hear them out. I'm hearing they've changed. They've worked on themselves. Okay. So somebody might be coming in. I'm hearing July. So they might have a July birthday, or you might have a July birthday. It's just a significator for a signifier for somebody, rather, that message was for you. I'm also hearing somebody is about to write a book or is writing a book. I didn't even open the other 3 other 3 cards. You might be writing a book that regards the heart or anguish or challenges or forgiveness, something like this. I'm getting a thumbs up for that. It's going to be very healing for you to write this story. Or they're also showing me a children's book. So there might be someone writing a children's book. Okay. Let's see the other cards. Okay. So you guys receive the book, the house, and the garden. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you guys today. How beautiful are these colors? Wow. Yeah, so I just heard vibrancy is returning to this group. Vibrancy is returning to your life. A new chapter is beginning to unfold. There's a lot of warmth coming into your life. A new community. Okay? So a new chapter, warmth with the chimney here. You can tell that the chimney is going in this little house with the smoke here. Okay? And with the garden signifying community. So they just gave me that story. A new chapter of warmth and connection with a new community is unfolding for this group. Very beautiful. I just heard an exchange of ideas. So you might be connected with a new group of people where I'm hearing a meeting of the minds. They're showing me the Three of Pentacles there. You might be working with others on a new project. I'm hearing the word lucrative. So it's going to bring in some money for you guys. Also attention. Eyes on this project, this book, this whatever it is that you guys are going to be doing with this group. It's going to bring accolade, I'm hearing. Accolade. They're showing me the New York Times book review section. Someone's definitely writing a book that's going to do better than you think. I just heard children's book again. Are any of you guys writing a children's book or want to write a children's book? Interesting. Somebody, I just heard you're watering something. You're tending to your garden, as it were, and they're showing me wands there. So your passions, okay? Something that you feel very excited about. You've been watering here. And so they're showing me now in the reverse. That's going to create stability for you. It's going to create a strong home that is going to open up a new chapter for you. New doors are opening for this group. That's going to bring in a lot of stability, a lot of friendship, and a lot of other kinds of abundance. Some kind of new life is unfolding for you guys. And I think it's because you healed something in the heart. And often when I used to use rhodonite, when I had, so I'm a psychologist and I worked for years in office, but after COVID, I gave up my office and now I just do Zoom sessions, but I use a HIPAA compliant website anyway. But when I was in my office, sometimes I would pass a stone over to a patient of mine and ask them if they're willing to hold it. And with rhodonite, often I would give it combined with rhodochrosite, which is a stone. I have a piece here. Let me grab it. Okay. It's a very dark piece, but anyway, it's usually kind of like a rosy, like this color. There's a healing of childhood wounds. Okay. So I would have them hold this together or just the rhodonite. Okay. There's something about you guys having worked on some childhood wounds. I'm hearing the word therapy, actually. So some of you might have been working through this in therapy. And this helped heal something in the heart. And when your heart heals, you open up to the vibration of abundance at large. And so what I'm seeing for you guys is that you're opening up to some beautiful vibration of abundance that marks this whole new chapter of stability, of warmth, I just heard collegiality. So maybe you're going to feel connected to your colleagues or to the people that you work with. Okay. That's that Three of Pentacles energy. You might be going into a new profession, I'm hearing. You might have just started, I just heard the word freelance. So maybe some of you are freelance writers or you're just freelancing in general and you're going to meet new people and it's going to bring money and accolade and friendship. It seems like these areas of your life, they're sort of combining. Okay? Yeah. And that you've been able to do this because you healed your heart. And the heart is the seed of abundance, of true abundance, right? I keep hearing vibrancy is coming back to this group's life. Wow, this is just a completely different energy than the other two groups. All right, so let's pull some tarot cards. They want me to use a different tarot deck for you guys. You guys are like in a league of your own. I don't know what's going on here, but I like it. So they want me to use the Catacorn deck for you guys. Okay, much lighter energy for you guys. So what's the next message you have for group number 3? What do they need to know right now? What do they need to know right now for the most immediate future? What do they need to know right now? Please and thank you. Oh, 2 just came out. So we have the King of Swords and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, you're destined to be heard. With the King of Swords here, I mean, that's a very powerful card of communication. And the Wheel of Fortune says that's your destiny. So some of you definitely are writers, speakers, podcasters. Maybe you're trying to start a YouTube channel and you speak. Maybe you've got some powerful third house energy that you're coming into. Maybe you've got your sun or your north node in the third house, okay? There's something about articulation or speaking or expressing yourself that you're destined for in this particular life. Can you give me one more card on this energy, please? They just told me I don't need it. I don't need it. No, that's all they want to say. You're destined to have your voice be heard. And you guys probably know that. So there's going to be 2 other messages they're telling me. Okay? Your voice is very powerful right now. Let it be heard, because that is your destiny. Write, speak. I don't know what else to say. There's something about, I wonder if they're giving me the book and then the house and then the garden. I think that's how it's going to be. Yeah? So with the book, there's something about, because I delivered the messages with the Lenormand together. So now they're telling me to separate them. Wow, all 3 messages were so different. So if you were drawn to another pile, please go listen to it because the messages are very, very different one to the next. Okay, so that's message number 2. Message number 1 with regards to the tarot, but the next message here. So let's get the message about the house. What do you want to tell them about the house? I just heard the word book deal. So literally, some of you might be getting a book deal. You might be getting an offer to speak somewhere. Do not turn it down. I just heard June. So you're going to be asked to speak somewhere in June, July. They just gave me June/July, with June being, like they showed the word June bigger than July. So if you're listening to this reading when I posted in April 2026, then June. But even if not, June, July is going to be an important time for this particular opportunity to arise for this group. Take it. Take the offer. And for a smaller group, I'm seeing an airplane. Some of you are going to be flown somewhere to speak in front of a crowd. They're also showing me that area in Barnes & Noble, the children's books, where sometimes someone sits there and reads a book to children. I don't know, someone here is going to be asked to read for children. I'm also seeing St. Jude's Hospital. So you might be asked to... Okay, let me just ask my guys, why are you showing this to me? Okay, first I'm seeing a donation to St. Jude's Hospital. So they're just giving me a thumbs up, and they're also saying thank you for doing that, for donating. It was in someone's honor, I'm hearing. I don't know who that's for, but bless your heart. Somebody's going to be asked to volunteer at a hospital. And your voice, you might have a very soothing voice. You might sing or read to children or to old people or blind people. I don't mean to laugh. It's sort of a lot of different messages there. So any variation of that message, they're asking you to please do that. It's kind of a one-off. This doesn't seem to be a standing volunteer position. It's someone's going to ask you to do this. It may come up in June, July. Please go ahead and do it. It's going to feel very fulfilling to you. Okay. Again, heart-centered energy here. Okay. What do you want to say more about the house here, please? What do they need to know right now about the house? I keep hearing stability with the number 4 here. You're building some kind of stability here. What do you want them to know about the house? Okay. We have the 6 of Swords. And that's that travel. So maybe you guys are moving. Maybe, Now, please, you do not have to say this in the comments, okay? Should I deliver? Yes. Let me just be straight. There's a reason why my channel is growing the way it's growing, sort of slowly and methodically, because my channel is not for everyone. Someone here, bless your heart, if this is you, is leaving an abusive relationship. So literally going to safe harbor. And they just, what do you want me to tell them? You're doing the right thing. You're going to be safe. I'm hearing the song. I mean, I know it from Ella Fitzgerald, but someone else might have written it. Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but bluebirds, or something like that. From now on, that's not the right words, but you know what that is. You know that song. Okay, so they're showing me a rainbow. Okay. Some kind of calm vibrancy after the storm. Okay, there's that vibrancy again. Coming back to life. I think they said that at the beginning. Okay. What's the other part of the 6 of Swords? 10 of Wands. Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. My heart hurts so bad right now. So whoever this is for, you can lay down your burden. I'm sorry. I'm just feeling this energy very strongly. I know I have to learn how to not feel that energy so strongly, but someone here is leaving an old life behind. That chapter of your life is ending, and you're going to this beautiful hearth and home here. That's what I'm hearing, hearth and home. Okay, so you're going to safe harbor. You're leaving this burden, this 10 of Wands, this heavy burden behind. And wherever you're going, it might literally be over water. It might be like across the world or across the states. It feels far. This feels like far travel, because they're showing me the 9th house. So it's not short travel, it's long travel. You're going to a better life. And your guides are they're showing me angels. You're surrounded by angels. You're protected. Okay. And if this doesn't resonate with you, and you see a comment down below where somebody says that this resonates, why don't we all just give that person some love, okay? Thank you, spirit guides. What do you want them to know about the garden? Please clear that energy from me now. I send you guys so much love, okay? What do you want them to know about the garden? Yeah, this is definitely about a new community, friendship. Jean, I know you wanted me to do a friendship reading. I actually planned to do that today, but they told me to do this instead. Okay, so I'm going to do that in the near future. But Jean, if you're in this reading, let me know. That would be uncanny. Garden. What do you want them to know about the garden? Okay. King of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got a lot of earth energy here. Okay. And Queen of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Somebody's going to be in love. Somebody's going to be in love. Who's it going to be? It's number 3. Group number 3. Who's going to be in love? I just felt this very joyful energy come in after this difficulty. So if you are moving and you're leaving something hard behind, there is some new love coming in for this group. King and Queen of Pentacles, grounded, loving, 3D. This is somebody who's showing up. Look at all of this green energy, another energy of the heart chakra here. So for this group, you guys, a brand new chapter is beginning. You're starting a new way of living that is warm and loving and safe. And the garden you've planted is beginning to grow. Friendship, community, and love. Safe, beautiful, wonderful love. And we've got the little bunny here to prove it. Well, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, it's spring, but, Leans Forey, I love you. You mentioned, hey, Merkaba, there are still bunnies now in the Southern Hemisphere because, it's Easter. So we just went through Easter and bunnies are abound. So I'm getting the sense for this group that this is happening now. And my guides do right by me. When I ask the question, what do they need to know right now? This is for right now. Okay, my dear ones, that is your message. Let me know if it resonated. Please comment down below. If nothing else, I send you guys so much love, so much peace and safety. May you be protected and guarded and sent huge amounts of abundance and vibrancy and love all the days of your life. Until the next reading, take very good care.